Hey guys, Sam here from Ecommerce.com. In this video, you're going to learn about the different types of traffic you can get for your e-commerce store. A lot of people know about the main ones: Google, Facebook, Instagram. Yes, I'm going to go over them, but I'm also going to go over the lesser known types of traffic you can run for your store. Now first, I just want to remind you that traffic is just one part of your funnel. You need to make sure that your whole e-commerce funnel is optimized for profits. This means that you're not just running traffic, but you're also optimizing your homepage, your product page, your checkout, a better product, a better shipping experience, and running campaigns to get customers to come back and purchase again. All of these things work to increase what's called the customer lifetime value. I have a video on increasing your customer lifetime value and how to calculate it. I'll leave it down below in the description. This is all about how you can actually get people to purchase again or spend more on your site. Because if you're already spending all this money on your traffic, you might as well get more sales out of those customers. So let's jump into the traffic sources right now. I'm going to start with the more interesting ones. One of the sites that very few people are actually really taking advantage of for their e-commerce store is using Groupon. And man, I've met some very successful entrepreneurs using Groupon for their e-commerce store. And I've worked with a bunch of them to help them get off Groupon and using Google Ads as a consistent form of profitable traffic for their e-com store. Okay, so what is Groupon? Groupon is a coupon website, and there are many of these all around the world, probably in your country as well, that allow people like you, a store, to post deals for your store so the general public can go and use this discount on your store. And it means that you can suddenly get a lot of traffic to your store buying your products. I've seen a bunch of different stores build their first customer base just with Groupon. So why would you use Groupon? Well, it's a cheap way to get a lot of quick traffic, and this allows you to quickly validate your business and your products. You can drive all this traffic to your site and see how those people react. How many customers do you get? What sort of feedback do they give? Instead of spending all this money on Google and Facebook ads, you can get all this initial traffic to your store and quickly test to see if what you're doing is going to work. This allows you to quickly build up a customer base. You get all these emails and a bunch of people that you can keep selling to. But I want to caution you guys, because Groupon can be terrible for businesses too. So why is it bad? Well, firstly, you have to add a coupon. This means a discount on your products, which eats into your profit margin. This isn't too bad as long as you balance it and make sure that you are still making a profit, but also keep in mind number two, which is the type of customers that use the discount websites. It attracts a lot of people that might be cheaper sort of customers or penny pinchers that are going to cause a lot of problems. For many of the stores I've worked with, yes, they got more customers by using Groupon, but their customer service team was just overloaded with support requests. Their live chat was inundated with people asking all these sort of questions about, can they get a better deal? Some people want to return the item. A lot of people were requesting refunds and complaining about things that their general customers wouldn't actually care about. Of course, you can get great feedback, and many of these stores built their initial traffic, their initial profits by using Groupon. But sometimes it attracts demographics of people, groups of people that just might not be your ideal customer. They might not value what you're doing and value the product and the experience you're trying to create. So it's really up to you. Decide it for your own store. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, I want to talk about forums. Forums are big chat rooms that are often public where people go to talk about things in a niche. You have forums for gaming, bodybuilding, entrepreneurship, gardening, swimming, fishing, pretty much anything that you can think of, there's probably a forum for it. And your niche, whatever you're selling, probably has a related forum. It's where your customers hang out. These forums allow you to engage with those people there and learn so much about your customer base, but you can also engage with them, help them, answer questions, and even link people to your e-commerce store. So this is one way you can generate traffic for your store, but you can also contact the admins and pay them to post ads or sponsored posts on that forum, attracting people to your e-com store. I know a bunch of e-com store owners that are doing this quietly, secretly, and you might not even know that they're doing this, and they're getting a lot of traffic very cheaply because their competitors aren't there. No one else is buying that ad space except them. So they get a much better deal with the forum owner than if they went to Google Ads or Facebook ads. The next one, which is kind of similar, it's influencer marketing. You've probably heard a lot about influencer marketing, and it can work so well, but most people only think about Instagram influencers. But stop and think about anybody that has authority in your niche. Check out YouTube, blogs, Facebook group owners, anybody that has any authority. There are so many great options here. Now, you might be thinking, but it's going to cost me money. And yes, it often does. To sponsor a post, you're gonna have to pay a bit of money, but you can also create an affiliate program for your products. This means that the influencer will get a special coupon that they can use and give to their audience, and every time an audience member purchases a product, then they get a kickback, a commission. So not only do you get someone with authority in your niche recommending your products, but you also get more sales as well. This is a great strategy that I recommend integrating with all your other marketing to get the ball rolling and get more sales. Another strategy that not a lot of beginners actually consider is organic SEO. A lot of people don't even think about it because they think it's a long-term strategy and they're not going to even worry about it right now. Organic SEO is basically organic search. It's the free listings in Google. So what is this? So when someone goes to Google and they search for something related to a product, they're going to scroll down and yes, they're going to see all the ads, but Google also shows what's called organic listings. These are free listings that those sites are not paying for. Google wants to show them to create a better experience for people searching. Google uses their bots to crawl all the websites on the web and basically shows your site there if they think you're providing a good user experience, good content that's going to really help that person. A lot of people think that SEO organic is free traffic, but I'd actually really argue against that. I don't think that's the case at all. Even though it's free, as in you're not paying Google, everything has a cost. You still need to put a lot of work to get these positions. You need to spend a lot of time with your on-page SEO, so optimizing your page, but also for getting backlinks to that page, which means other websites with authority are linking to your website. These are all ranking factors that Google uses to decide if your website, that product page, is worth linking to, is worth showing in the search results. And even though you're not directly paying Google, you still need to put a lot of time and work to get this position. You need to spend a lot of time creating great content and getting people to link to your site. Just like how I spent a lot of time making all these videos for you guys and making my free courses. It's free for you and I'm not paying YouTube to show these to you. But I know that if I help you a lot and you watch a lot of my videos, then I'm gonna rank and reach even more people with this free content. It's a long-term strategy that I've been doing for a very long time and I actually really enjoy it. A lot of beginners just focus in on the ads, which can be absolutely awesome, but a lot of the big stores that I'm working with have a content strategy in place because over the long haul, it's very cost effective and it scales. It can increase every single month if you're doing the right things. Okay, the next source of traffic that you can look into, it's similar to SEO and it's called YouTube. Now, maybe you think that YouTube is just full of people playing video games, doing pranks, or whatever you like to watch. But you can use a YouTube channel for your e-commerce store. Sounds crazy, maybe you haven't seen it before, but let me explain. YouTube can be incredibly powerful, but especially when you build a relationship with your audience. This is very hard to do as just a store. That's why you need to create a persona, your own voice, your own authority in the niche. If you're selling sinks on your e-commerce store, then you can make a YouTube channel talking about sinks. Every single question that someone could ever have about buying a sink, answer it. You're basically creating a huge knowledge base of amazing content that your audience is gonna love. And while not everyone that watches your videos will go to your website and buy from you, a lot will. And it's not just about getting people to your website, but you can use all these videos on your website, which is going to increase your conversion rate on your homepage, your product pages, your blog, even in the email content that you send to your customers before and after they purchase. And these videos build trust. It's huge. And this is crucial for longevity. If you want to get your customers to come back and buy again, build a relationship with them. I know one store that's doing this really, really well, and they've made so many videos on their YouTube channel and they just link back to their store. It's been absolute fuel for the fire for their growth, and it's a testament to what you can do with YouTube, organic traffic on YouTube with your e-commerce store. Okay, let's now talk about Google Ads and Google Shopping. My favorite. I talk a lot about Google Shopping and Google Ads all over my YouTube channel, all over my website, in all my courses. It's because I've used Google Shopping and Google Ads to scale up so many stores profitably. It can generate consistent profits month after month. Why? Because it's all about intent. When you set up your ads properly, you can target people specifically looking for what you sell. They go to Google and they type in a product that they want, and you can show your ads right there, right then, and get them to your website to purchase. You can do this for a low cost if you do it properly, a cost low enough that you can make profits on every sale. And once you set it up, you can get more and more and more. Google has a very powerful algorithm that you can lean on to drive more traffic for your store, reach more people with search terms that you didn't know were being searched. The other cool thing is that as you're getting all these high intent buyers to your store, If you have a Facebook pixel installed, you can fill up that Facebook pixel with all this really useful data of your ideal customers and then go to Facebook and run lookalike campaigns. And when run together, Facebook and Google can be absolute mammoths for growth for your ecom store. If you want to learn more about growing, scaling, and optimizing your Google Shopping campaigns, I'll leave a link down below to our Google Shopping course. It's a premium course that we created that takes you through everything step by step and building profitable ads for your e-commerce store. Now, if we're going to talk about Google, we can't forget its little brother, Bing. If you don't know about Bing, it's very similar to Google, but it's owned by Microsoft. It's a much smaller search engine. It gets about 10 to 20% of the traffic that Google gets, but often this traffic is so much cheaper because there's less competition. A lot of your competitors won't be over on Bing, so you can just export your ads from Google to Bing and then run them separately. I've got a video that shows you exactly how to do this in 5 minutes. I'll leave a link to that video down below. Keep in mind that the people on Bing are often a little bit of a different demographic than those that are on Google. If you think about it, who uses Bing? It's the default search engine on Microsoft Explorer, and the people that use Microsoft Explorer are often people that are a bit maybe older and they might be less technically literate. That's 100% okay because they're buyers. If you can get them to your store and they want what you're selling, it's a win-win. I've touched on this already, but obviously Facebook and Instagram are other great contenders for traffic for your ecom store. I recommend that everyone run these, especially remarketing campaigns, because the reach is huge. Facebook campaigns have so much potential to scale up your store. I haven't worked with a single 7-figure ecom brand that didn't also have Facebook ads running for their business. The same for I've never seen a 7-figure brand that hasn't got Google ads running. Facebook and Google run so well together. Now, keep in mind that Facebook ads are much more content heavy than Google. So you'll need to really consider who you're selling to, your customers, and make sure that the content you create really speaks to them. This means the video ads, the image ads, and all the text copy that you write along with them too. You'll need to be testing your audiences and constantly rotating creatives as you run and test your ads. It's a lot of work, but if you do it right, it can drive a lot of quality, profitable traffic to your store. Another powerful part that I've already mentioned is running remarketing campaigns. Of course, I recommend running these on many platforms, but especially on Facebook. Okay, apart from traffic, you need to set up your tracking as well. Firstly, make sure you set up conversion tracking. That's so important, guys. I talk about it in so many of my videos, and I'll leave a link down below to setting up conversion tracking for your store. I also recommend setting up some heat map and screen record tracking software for your e-commerce store as well. Something like Hotjar. I'll leave a link to Hotjar down below. It allows you to create screen recordings of users actually using your website. This is amazing. It basically creates a video that you can watch of someone clicking through your website. It's almost like you're above them, looking over their shoulder. You can imagine how powerful this is because you can tell a story from the data rather than just looking at some numbers. This is so powerful if you're trying to optimize your store. I'll leave a link down below to a video I created that shows you how to install this and check out the results. The free version is 100% fine for most of you guys out there, so go check it out. That's it for this video, guys. I hope it was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up, let me know in the comments below, and check out my other videos on growing your e-commerce store. Thanks again for all your support. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.